First thing you're going to want to do is take your cylinder screw out of the revolver. It is going to be on the right side of your revolver. Make sure you have the proper bit. If you cannot find the proper size screwdriver to fit it, skip this step. Do not take this out, just leave it be, work around it. But what it's going to allow you to do is take the cylinder arm, take that out, and separate your cylinder. Other things you're going to need, and again, I've already done one video and fucked it up, but you're going to need a lead removal cloth if you want to get rid of the burn marks. If this is the only thing that will get rid of burn marks, is the Birchwood Casey lead cloth removal. It doesn't have to be Birchwood Casey, but you're going to want a lead removal cloth that you can get on Amazon for about $10. On Amazon, you can get a whole kit, pistol cleaning kit, that comes with a little pistol-sized cleaning rod that you can also get an extension for your longer barrels, and it has 357/9mm. It has 40 caliber and 45 caliber. Is the one I got. If you need different sizes, I think you can say what size you need and get the kit for the calibers you have. I use Hops number 9, and I use Lucas CLP and Lucas oils for the most part. For the most part, for pistols, you don't need a super hardcore copper remover unless you're shooting a whole bunch. But if you're doing enough just to practice for a license to conceal carry, and the once or twice a month that you might go and practice, you probably don't need a hardcore copper remover. Hops number 9 or Lucas gun oil products will work just fine. It also helps if you have Big Bang Theory in the background to help not be so bored about it. Other things I have is I have paper towel laid down to help with the mess. You're going to want some kind of cleaning brush. I have like the Army issue cleaning brushes for guns. But you can get a dollar store toothbrush and it'll work just fine too. I'm also holding it higher up. That way I'm not having a whole bunch of metal grinding on metal or anything. It helps keep it more controlled. I can also use the bristles and kind of scrub the top. And that's going to help it make it easier. For when I use the lead removal cloth. So I've only worked on a few of the rings, but you can already see like these two are completely clean, and then this is somewhat clean. Got a burn mark, got a burn mark. This absolutely erases the burn marks. You don't need to see all this. Alright, I have cleaned the cylinder, and off camera I've cleaned the cylinder arm, which you don't need to see it. It's pretty simple. If there's a burn mark, use a lead cloth. Otherwise, just wipe it down with a rem wipe. These rem wipes are your best friend when it comes to cleaning guns. I love these things. I don't care how expensive they get, I will definitely buy them. Always. Alright. Next thing is the barrel. With revolvers, you can't go from back to front, you have to go from front to back. And again, I'm holding it higher up, that way I'm not slamming, this aluminum tip into the back of my cylinder, doing damage. And then always make sure you clean off your brushes. But I mean, that's about it. You might have to go a little bit longer if you have a lot more that you shot through. You might need copper cleaner if you've shot so much that you have copper fouling. In which case you would run your copper cleaner through and let it sit for whatever the instructions say to let it sit for, and then scrub the holy hell out of it. And then, just like I scrubbed the holy hell of it here, take the rem wipe. I'm going to take this here brush off, and I'm going to push my wipe through. And you can see you get all that scrubbed off stuff out of there. But then when you're done, it's all clean. You can use the lead removal and get around your cone, which is going to be the end of the barrel essentially, and onto the frame. Get all your burn marks off. Is it necessary? No. Does it make your gun look nice and new and presentable? Because I mean, these revolvers, they're beautiful works of art, really. If you think that's stupid, then don't do it. But I like trying to make my guns look new. It's just a pride of ownership for me. But we're pretty much done. The original video, there was a lot more cleaning involved. And so I simplified this a little bit more, but this is what it is. Take your screw that you did not lose, get that ready to be assembled. Now when you're assembling, on these Smith&Wesson revolvers, and most revolvers that are double single action, so you're going to have this little lip. So what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to, when you get ready to put it together, you put the cylinder already where it needs to be. And then you slide your cylinder arm onto it and then lock it into place. And then from here, you can put your cylinder screw back in. And you can get it started with your finger. Anything that's going to make a mess, get that out of the way. And then you're going to very carefully put the screw back into the revolver. And you want it nice and snug, but good God, is it easy to over snug it and fuck up your screw. And there you have it. It's all put back together. You can do a functions check, make sure that when you fire, the firing pin comes out. I don't know if you can see it, but it's in there. Right there. Now, the older Smith & Wessons that have the hammer, the spur on the hammer, you cannot dry fire it like that. You can, but you'll probably break your hammer. These newer Smith & Wessons, they don't have the spur on the hammer. They have internal firing pins. So be careful of that. Take a paper towel, wipe it all down. And that is how you take care of the Smith & Wesson revolvers.